Hello, and I Vijay Anand welcome you to Current Affairs and Newspaper Update session from 28th of May to 3rd of June 2017 on my channel Vijay Anand Master Mix. Please like the channel, share the channel, and subscribe the channel. It's my humble request to you. Please do it. Uh, Starting with international news first. British Airways suffered a lot due to error in programming of computers, and more than 50,000 passengers stranded at various airports around the world for 2 days due to technical error. Cyclone Mora hit Bangladesh and caused large scale devastation. Many people die also. Sushila Karki is a first female Supreme Court judge of Nepal, and she was to be impeached by the parliament, but now parliament has decided to withdraw its impeachment motion against her. World MS Day, that is Multi Sclerosis Day, held on 31st of May. Multi sclerosis is a disease in which neurons of the body do not function properly, and memory, motion, and all the other activities related to neurons get affected of the patient. The theme for this year World MS Day was Life with MS. World No Tobacco Day held on May the 31st, and this year the theme on this day was Tobacco, a threat to development. US pulled itself out of the Paris Climate Pact. Paris Climate Pact is a pact of 195 nations in which they have vowed to end pollution or reduce pollution of the world. USA is one of the biggest polluters of the world, and that is why it was feeling reluctant and said that if they control the pollution and will pour in more money, which they used to, then it will be difficult for them to have a pace with the development there in the USA, and that is why they have not signed it. Nicolas Maduro is president of Venezuela, and people are up against him and on the street, and that is why, due to that pressure, he has said that he is inviting referendum on the constitution reform. Some national news now. Prime Minister has given $500 million to visiting Mauritius Prime Minister Pravind Kumar Jugnauth, and both the countries have agreed on maritime security agreement. Prime Minister Modi visited Germany recently, and there both the countries signed pact on technology, counter-terrorism, clean energy, water partnership, climate change, and UN Security Council. As you know, that both the countries have said that they will support each other's seat in UN Security Council. Also, it should be noted that the Chancellor of Germany is Angela Merkel. Army will get Akash missile system very soon. It is SRSAM, that is Small Range Surface to Air Missile System. India, Thailand, and Myanmar, they will make a 1,400 kilometers long Meghya Road project, which will connect all the three countries. And in the beginning phase, India and Myanmar will be connected by road, and the road has got 5,000 crore rupees as a money. World Menstrual Hygiene Day held on 28th of May. Actually, it 28th of May is the day because generally menstruation cycle runs for 5 days in females, so it denotes May, and it comes after generally 28 days. So they have decided to celebrate the day on 28th of May. The theme for this year World Menstrual Hygiene Day was Education about menstruation changes everything. India's first digital bank for sanitary napkins have opened at Mumbai, and they have also opened up a site which is tfoundation.in. Darwaja Band is a campaign by the government of India, and it has urged men not to urinate in public place. Also, the brand ambassador for this scheme is Amitabh Bachchan. Prime Minister Modi also went to Spain and there both the countries signed on organ transplantation, cyber security, renewable energy, and civil aviation. Prime Minister of Spain is Mariano Rajoy. Asia Africa Growth Corridor, that is AAGC. Uh, it is India's reply to OBOR, and in which India, Japan, and African nations will be connected to each other. As you might know, that one belt, one road, or you can also say uh, one belt, one road is a scheme project of China, which I have discussed in previous sessions. So India is replying that with AAGC along with Japan and Africa. India's indigenous aircraft carrier INS Vikrant will be commissioned by 2020. It will be completed and commissioned, and Kochi shipyard is making it. India's first indigenous conventional submarine is INS Kalveri, and it will be okayed by July or August this year. Amul and ISRO have signed a pact for land mapping to know the location of water, greenery, and other climatic activities. Prime Minister Modi also visited Russia, and there in the deals, he signed 2 units for a nuclear power plant in Kudankulam in Tamil Nadu, which will be of 1000 megawatt each. Among the deals, India and Russia will conduct a defense exercise, Indra 2017, and both the countries will make frigates, and cooperation on Kamov 226 helicopter has been signed. Kamov 226 is the name. Both the countries will fight terrorism together. Trade and investment will also be boosted up. And India has signed SCO, that is Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and in it a lot of countries of Asia are, and all the countries have vowed to end terrorism. Army has decided to induct 18 Dhanush guns, and Dhanush guns are Indian version of Bofors gun. They are on the very similar track upon which the Bofors gun has been made, and after this India will be able to make guns like Bofors. Dhanush is the name. Finance Ministry has launched one point access for all the informations of the Finance Ministry, and the website is www.doe.gov.in. Prithvi 2 is the name of the missile which hit from surface to air. Its range is 350 kilometers, and it was successfully tested from Balasore in Orissa. Economy and business news now. Mudra scheme is the scheme for banks for the development of small scale industries in India. The full form of Mudra is Micro Units Development and Refinery Agency. To double farmers' income by 2020, Prime Minister has launched Sampada scheme. The full form of Sampada is a scheme for agro-marine processing and development of agro-processing clusters. Indian Oil Corporation is now the most profitable PSU of India, and it has picked up ONGC. Twitter handle for all the government informations related to industries has been opened by Government of India, and the Twitter handle is @AskGST_GOI. BSNL has planned to start satellite phone service in 2 years. In it, the voice is very clear and the calls didn't get interrupted or break down, as generally is the case with the agencies these years and these times. The CMD of BSNL is Mr. Anupam Srivastava. Stand Up India is government scheme to support entrepreneurship among females and scheduled caste and scheduled tribe category peoples. 2000 crore rupees for 10 national waterways has been sanctioned by Government of India. Central government has diverted 2.5% of Central Road Fund to it, which is 2000 crore rupees, and 10 more national waterways will be completed by December 2018. 8 projects for Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust has been okayed by Government of India, which is at Mumbai. 1117 crore rupees has been sanctioned for the project. Kandla Port Trust will get 200 megawatt of electricity will generate 200 megawatt of electricity through solar and wind projects. So it will reduce a lot of burden of the electricity at Kandla port. International Monetary Fund has said that Indian economy is set to grow at the rate of 7.2% in 2017 and 18. Railways to start buy tickets now and pay later scheme, and the company that has got the contract is ePay Later. Asian Development Bank has signed a $100 million loan to Punjab National Bank to develop solar rooftop projects. E-wallet, as you know, is on the promotion by the government of India, and for the first time in India, Telangana has become the first state which has started its own e-wallet, which will be connected by Aadhaar, your bank account, and other details. And the name of the wallet is T-wallet. Some persons who heard the news recently: Zbigniew Brzezinski was the name of the advisor of Jimmy Carter, US president, and he died at the age of 89. He played a major role in shaping up US role around the world in foreign policies and defense policies. Rajan Anandan is the name of the new chairman of Internet and Mobile Association of India. Syed Ghayurul Hassan Rizvi is new chairman of National Commission of Minorities. Greg Allman, who was a blues singer and a member of Allman Brothers Band, at the age of 69 he died in USA. Najma Heptullah has become the first female chancellor of Jamia Millia Islamia University. Dasari Narayan Rao, who was ex-minister of state for coal in the Congress regime, and also he was a film producer, film director, film actor, and a journalist. At the age of 75, he died in Andhra Pradesh. He made a lot of movies. A.V. Girija Kumar is new CMD of Oriental Insurance Company Limited. Alamalu T. Lakshmanachari is new CMD of Agriculture Insurance Company AIC of India Limited. Manuel Noriega, who was ex-director of Panama, and at the age of 83 he died. He was supposed to be a stooge of America there working in Panama. He devastated the whole country, and after a lot of efforts he was deposed of his post. Ram Shankar Katheria is chairman of National Scheduled Caste Commission. Alexander Vucic is new president of Serbia. S. Ganesh Kumar is new executive director of Reserve Bank of India. Uday Kotak is head of committee which will advise the government of India on corporate related issues. Ravi Narayan has quit as the vice chairman of National Stock Exchange, and due to some personal reasons. The chairman of National Stock Exchange is Ashok Chawla. Leo Vardakar, who is of Indian descent, and his family belongs to Borivali in Mumbai. He belongs to Fine Gael party, and he has now become new Prime Minister of Ireland. Shashi Shekhar Vemati, he is new CEO of Prasar Bharati. Prasar Bharati takes care of both Doordarshan and All India Radio. Some places which were in news recently: Challakere in Karnataka has got Primary Aeronautical Research Facility Institute, and this institute has been opened for defense purpose. Arun Jaitley opened that. In Brussels, 28th NATO summit took place. In 2018, the NATO summit will be held in Istanbul. India's longest bridge, which is over River Lohit, connecting Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, which you have read in detail in my previous sessions, has been named as Bhupen Hazarika Bridge. South Korea will be the venue of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank meet, and this meet will held in mid of June. And in Geneva, 70th World Health Assembly meet recently took place. Some awards. Palme d'Or, which is highest award of the Cannes Film Festival, has been given to Ruben Östlund for his movie The Squire. Books now. The Ministry of Utmost Happiness is the book recently released by Arundhati Roy. Sulan Mansingh has released her biography A Life Like No Other, and Sujata Prasad is the author of the biography. Sports news now. Monaco Formula 1 Grand Prix has been won by Ferrari driver Sebastian Vettel. He is of Germany. Kimi Raikkonen came second. He is of Finland. And Daniel Ricciardo of Australia, Red Bull driver, came third. Sudirman Cup, which held at Gold Coast in Australia, there South Korea defeated China 3-2. South Africa defeated England 2-1 in the One Day International Series, and the man of the series was Eoin Morgan of England. Sarita Singh has broken the national record in hammer throw for female. She broke the national record in Patiala, and the new record stands at a distance of 65.25 meters. Shubham Jaglan has won European Junior Boys 12 and Under Golf Tour title, which held at North Berwick in Scotland. Roberto Di Vicenzo is a name of Argentina's golfer who defeated Greg Nicklaus in his times. At the age of 94, he died. Please like my channel, share my channel, and subscribe my channel. It's an honor that you heard the whole lecture. Please like it, share it, and subscribe it. I request you. Thank you very much.